by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. And inch by inch and row by row, someone blessed these seeds I sow, and someone warmed them from below till the rains come tumbling down.
We have been pretending we're in the 18th century here. A friend of mine called me last night, and actually my milk lady, the lady that brings me my milk every week, and told me she just bought this quarter and she wants to turn cattle out in here, but whoever come through here with the combine did a horrible job and there's just corn laying everywhere. And she wanted to know if I wanted it for the chickens. And I said sure. So we came out today and we didn't even put a dent in it. But you can see what we got. Now all this will go right, it'll go right through the shredder, just like it is. Cob, the whole works. And the chickens will just pick out, most of the husk will blow away, there's a breeze, and the chickens will just pick out all the corn from it. So this is great. I mean, free, gotta love that free stuff. Today we are chipping that corn I showed you. It's really noisy over there, so I'll walk over and show you what it looks like when we're done. I think you can probably see this. I don't know. You see it's all nice. So all those little broilers I have, this is what they'll be eating now until the time that they're butchered. I'm going to show you what we end up with here. This is the finished product, and boy do they love it. They're going crazy right now over there. I cut them some a little while ago. See, I just run it through a screen here. That takes out the remainder of the husks and stuff, but it works real good. Good morning, YouTube, all my friends and subscribers. Sun's coming out. It's supposed to get up in the 70s today. It's freezing right now. I just watered all my birds and my hands are frozen. It says it is 48 degrees in here. Just a quick look around. Sebago Steve. These are some of the seeds you sent me coming up here. Actually, 2 or 3 places. This is these are all blue. These 3 are all blue blossom, different flowers. And of course, this is wheatgrass. Way over in the corner over there is my giant pumpkins. You can see them. I got 2 of them in there. Variety of herbs over there. Lots of different flowers. Plenty of marigolds. I got marigolds up on the top shelf there. Tomatoes, asters, peppers, more tomatoes, more marigolds. Of course, I use a lot of marigolds. These are early Jersey cabbages. This is bok choy. Just a bunch of stuff. Everything's cool. Those are leeks over in my longer deal. These are all new geranium cuttings that I started. that one too.
This is NPR News.
And
NPR comes from
I got right there in the corner, one of them doesn't look so good, and I have three altogether, but that right there in the center of the picture is a little pear tree. And this one here is a pear tree too, but I don't know if it's going to make it. And then right there in the front, in the terracotta, is another little pear tree. So, stuff, you know, some things are not growing very fast, and I don't really understand it. My peppers aren't growing that fast, and just different stuff. I think it's because, you know, I haven't had a fire in here at nighttime, so the temperatures cool way down, and I refuse to have a fire in here at this time, unless it gets down to 0 or something. But at any rate, I just thought I'd share this with you. I'm going to do some work outside. We had awful blows. I got branches down everywhere. We had 7 inches of rain in 3 days. As you can see, like this here. Across the road, I noticed I have a big blowdown over there. Firewood, free firewood. You can see it over there. So I got to get the saw out. And I just got a bunch of different projects to do outside here. I've held off because it's been so friggin' cold and shitty. And the wind just really howled the other day. I mean, it was blowing. It probably gusts up to 55 maybe. Out here, nothing's changed much. I'm still being patient. This is my last row of peas that I planted. And there, I still haven't put a real fence in here, and I'm absolutely sure I'm going to find time to do it. I may just run string for those to grow up on. I got plenty of weeds in here, which I'll hoe out as I plant rows. I got a row of Swiss chard. It's up, as you can see, and coming. This is a row of beets over here. It's not showing yet, but my peas, you can see they're all doing well. And lettuce and collards. But it's been, like I said, it's been so cold. Nothing's really taken off. I mean, it's just too cold. My little baby snakes went back underground. I don't blame them. Rhubarb, I'm starting to get some pretty big ones now. Whoops. See, this is about perfect here. So I'll probably actually pull a bunch of this today and freeze it all low. I made some rhubarb crisp, or Marilyn made rhubarb crisp. The other day. I'm trying to use up what I got in my freezer. Everything out here is just beautiful. I was kind of worried about my big apple tree more than anything in terms of that freeze, but it seems to be fine. I mean, you can see here. I try to stop. I notice my films, it makes me seasick the way the camera moves if I hold it too close. But you can see it's all still blossomed out nice. The apple trees have really got a lot of blossoms on them this year, so I should get quite a few. Hell, I made 40-something pints of apple butter last year off this tree and never picked a one. They were just all drops. And my apple tree over here is really blossomed out well too. So I don't know if you can see the blossoms so well on it, but And this tree's every other year. This is an on year. And it looks like it's just going to be loaded, which is nice. Everything's about the same down here. My straw pile shrunk a little bit with all the rain, but you know, loose sack like that, it'll dry right out once it gets warm. And you can see how big my broilers have gotten. This bunch. Very soon, maybe even today, I'm going to put them in general population. And if we could just get over this cold snap, it's supposed to be cold again tomorrow, the next day, then it looks a lot better. I'd go ahead and move the rest of them outside. I need to do that pretty soon because they're outgrowing their digs in there. Anyway, nothing's been done down here. I ordered potatoes from Maine, the potato lady, and then once I got reading more closely, they don't even ship them till like the April 21st, I think it said. And I got 50 pounds of seed potato coming and 5 pounds of onion sets. So, you know, I don't know if it'll be here by the end of April. I hope so, because I'm anxious to get the potatoes planted. But you know what's going to happen here once the weather breaks and all this rain, of course the lawn's going to go absolutely bug shit. So and then you know, I'll be right out straight. I've had a little idle time. You may have noticed I uploaded some different videos and stuff, but my idle time is about done. As soon as the weather breaks, just being patient at this point. Okay, you can see my lilacs over there. They've come in nice. My little pond is doing well. I haven't had any fires. I like to sit out here at night and have, you know, have a fire in my fireplace, but we're under a really tight fire restriction. Maybe it's off now because of all this rain. You see, I had to tie my fence aviary up because I was afraid it was going to blow over. All right, well, I'm going to get to work. See you guys later. This here is I just fixed this. When we first bought this old place, this whole yard was just like a jungle. I mean, there wasn't really any lawn whatsoever. I had to cut, I don't know, countless trees and dig up stumps and just on and on and on. And slowly but surely, it sort of transformed into a lawn. Never did, you know. And there was a big hump right over here, and it drove my girlfriend crazy. So I come over here one day, and she had started digging. Well, that's a long story, but she actually dug out. She was going to level it with the ground, with the walkway there, and it would have meant digging, keep digging from here to China, you know, about whatever. So I kind of jumped in there and took over and leveled it out, and my main water shutoff's in here as well, which I created a deal for, but I just looked this morning and I noticed that there was grass under there, so I decided I'd rake that straw off there, and like I said in the other part of the video, as soon as the sun comes out warm, this grass is going to go crazy around here, so I'll be mowing everything. But I wasn't so sure this was going to make it. This little grass seed, hell, at the first night after I planted it, it froze like crazy, but come in nice. At any rate, just thought I'd add that. Broke down and did this. I was going to say the hell with it, and I thought, well, why do that when it will only take me a couple hours. So one more thing accomplished.